Good afternoon, Chairman and members of the committee. My name is Sarah Hunt-Blackwell, and I'm the First Amendment Policy Advocate with the American Civil Liberties Union of Georgia. The ACLU of Georgia enhances and defends the civil rights and liberties of all Georgians, and I'm sure we can agree that one of our most important rights is our freedom of speech guaranteed by the First Amendment. SB 88 would chill protected speech. It is selectively vague, and it would infringe the right to equitable education in Georgia schools. Students and educators would be impacted by this bill, and those impacts will likely present in a number of harmful ways. SB 88 is a restrictive and harmful policy that violates the First Amendment. The United States Constitution protects non-intimate conversations about gender identity and sexual orientation, even in schools. And SB 88 runs afoul of that protection. SB 88 is a content-based regulation, meaning that it limits speech due to the topic, idea, or message being expressed. Extensive case law has established that content-based regulations are presumptively unconstitutional unless they serve a compelling state interest. There is not a compelling interest in limiting non-intimate sex and gender discussions in schools. If anything, rising suicide rates among LGBTQ+ teens suggest the compelling interest that educators need more resources for these students and should be having more of these conversations, not barring them altogether. Aside from limiting protected speech, SB 88 is also unconstitutionally vague for some of the reasons that have already gone forth in testimony this afternoon. The First Amendment protects students and educators' rights of free speech and equitable learning, and SB 88 infringes on these rights by censoring LGBTQ+ questions, concerns, and experiences. Discussions about the spectrum of sex and gender identity are the types of conversations that the First Amendment was intended to preserve. SB 88 would violate the First Amendment rights of thousands of Georgians, students and adults, censoring conversations that are legally and constitutionally permissible in Georgia schools. So on behalf of those thousands of Georgians, and in an effort to prevent this body from passing an unconstitutional law, I ask that this committee vote against SB 88 when it comes up for a vote. Thank you, and I now yield for questions.